When a man saw this otter by a roadside, he swiftly pulled over, but got the fright of his life. When Rory McPherson drove up to an adorable little otter having the time of its life in the rain, he couldn't possibly have known what was about to happen. But as he pulled over and approached the seemingly cute critter, it became clear things would take a turn. Who knew an otter could cause this much havoc? Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos. Rory McPherson is a 24-year-old harvesting manager from Scottish Woodlands, a forest management company. He hails from Lockerbie, a small town situated in southwestern Scotland. It's perhaps best known for being the crash site of Pan Am Flight 103, downed by terrorists in 1988. Back in May 2017, McPherson was driving along a road in Dumfries and Galloway, an area of Scotland that spans 3 counties. And despite the pouring rain, everything seemed normal. At first anyway. But as he passed the Kagyu Same Ling Monastery, a nearby Tibetan Buddhist complex, everything was about to change. Indeed, as he battered through the rain, McPherson spotted an otter playing in the middle of the road. Worried he'd run it over, he stopped the car and pulled over, climbing out for a closer look. And to his surprise, it was still there, minding its own business. It hadn't run away in fright. Getting up close with an otter in the wild isn't an opportunity that presents itself very often, so McPherson decided to make the most of it. He approached it slowly, wondering how long it would take for the otter to spook and run off. But as he got closer, the otter didn't run away. Instead, it bounded up to him and began biting at his feet, emitting an absolutely adorable battle cry in the process. Indeed, presumably the otter thought McPherson was getting the fright of his life in this endearing showdown of man versus mammal. Thanks to the heavy boots McPherson was sporting, the otter's teeth, however large he later claimed them to be, didn't have much impact. So he continued filming while slowly backing away down the rain-soaked road. But the tenacious otter just wouldn't give up and leave the poor guy be. Eventually then, McPherson realized he'd better get back to his car, but the otter continued to follow him. Breaking into a run, he turned the camera in the direction of the car, fleeing in not quite terror. Incredibly, however, when McPherson finally turned the camera back around to get a look at the creature again, he found it in full pursuit, sprinting after him. The hilarious scene wouldn't have looked out of place in a nature documentary, as the unlikeliest of predators charged after its much larger prey. In his attempts to escape the wild otter, McPherson sprinted straight past his car before looping back around and speeding up. Opening the door, he leapt in, slamming it shut behind him. All the while, he struggled to contain his laughter at the undeniably unbelievable situation that had presented itself. "I thought I was going to close the door and he was going to be in the passenger seat," McPherson said, "like Jurassic Park." Thankfully for the intrepid roadside explorer, however, the otter wasn't in his passenger seat. In fact, it was nowhere to be seen, which was probably even more worrying. Pointing his camera out the car window, he searched around to see if the otter had finally given up chase. Predictably, it very much hadn't, and soon popped out from underneath his vehicle. Fortunately, it could no longer terrorize McPherson, who was in the relative safety of his car. He simply sat back and laughed, as any rational person would do in his situation. After his escape from the wild otter of Dumfries, McPherson uploaded the video footage of his ordeal to Facebook. He commented, "I'm not sure I like otters anymore." Unsurprisingly then, the hilarious video quickly went viral. Thousands of people all over the world liked, commented on, and shared McPherson's torment. In fact, the video now has nearly 1 million views, with plenty of people chiming in to share in the ridiculousness of the situation. Brian Wisnitsa, for instance, wrote, "That is the best thing I have ever seen." Fern Lambert Gorwin, meanwhile, commented, "Not even joking, I'm actually crying laughing here." Elsewhere among the 3,000 comments the video received, Benjamin Mole decided to heed as a warning, remarking, "I've changed my mind on otters." And Allison Mann came up with the viable theory that the poor creature must have been protecting its kittens. McPherson couldn't believe how quickly his footage went viral. "I've been stunned by the reaction to the clip," he told the Scottish Sun. "I just put it up because I thought it was a funny video, but I woke up this morning to so many notifications." Otters are well known for being friendly animals, and they definitely know how to have fun. Indeed, they've been witnessed making water slides and playing with rocks, but when it comes to protecting their young, or when they feel threatened, they can be incredibly brutal, which may explain this particular otter's behavior. They're also known for their hunting ability and find their prey in lakes and rivers, so it's no wonder this otter wasn't affected by the downpour on the day McPherson came across it, and it's equally no mystery why it was so ready to chase him down. I wondered how close I could get to him before he got scared, but it was the other way around, he told the Scottish Sun. I personally think it might have just been a young pup because it was unusual behavior for an otter. In the future then, McPherson may not be so hasty to approach otters in the street. Indeed, while this experience was undoubtedly hilarious, it's likely also taught McPherson a valuable lesson when it comes to inadvertently scaring wild animals. Don't do it. Unless you want to get chased all the way back to your car, that is.